Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite old head Uncle Demi, and today I'm going to be going over build specialization and how important it is going to be before you make your build. You need to take these things in consideration, okay? So, not holding you back, not being long-winded, let's hop right into it. What you want to ask yourself when you're making this build, when you first initially make your build, and the reason why I'm starting here now in the builder is because what you want to ask yourself is, what is obtainable? What are the things that I can do before, or I know I can do to get these extra cap breakers? So as you come through here, you see that you get a cap breaker here, and you get a cap breaker here. You get 2 cap breakers plus max plus 2s. Well, when you look at this one, 200 close shots, win 50 games, 400 close shots, win 50 games with 6 or more shots made in the paint. They're not easy. This is, let me face this, this is easy. It's just going to take time, okay? Let's look at a specialization that is not going to be easy and it's going to take a lot of time to do. So I'm going to go on another build that I haven't specialized in, and I'm going to show you how crazy they can get. And the cool thing is that all you have to do is just come right here to swap build, and I can just swap my build immediately. Okay. Now I have not picked my build specialization on my lockdown, as you see me in my hazmat suit. But check this out now. When we come over to build specialization, you see there's a couple. Now, at first, I say I'm a lockdown, right? And I was like, yo, like, you know, as a lockdown, I thought it'd be good to specialize in this until I realized what you have to do. Okay, 20 games, that's nothing. Defend 100 shots, that'll take time, but you can do that. Win 50 games with a teammate or A+ higher grade, as a lockdown, that's gonna be pretty hard because obviously, you know, you sit corner a lot. So you're gonna have to get creative with this, but that can be done, okay? 250 steals or 250 blocks. This is where things starts to get pretty crazy. You're not going to be able to get on-ball steals, guys, right? If you've been watching streamers, you've been watching us play, on-ball steals are absolutely nerfed. You can't do nothing. The only thing you do is get passing lanes. So if you feel like you're going to be able to get passing lane steals, do it. If you're a lockdown, you're not getting 250 blocks. It's not happening. So if you're a center, then yes, this might be something to do, but 250 blocks is just, what? Time consuming. But you could get that a block a game or so, right? That could happen. Then you want to come here, win 50 games with at least 3 blocks and a steal combined in each win. What? 50? You know how long that's going to take and how hard that is? Like, that's insane, right? That's straight. But then it gets even worse. 100 games with 3 blocks and a steal, right? 400. And then look at this, 1,500 shots that are defended well, right? To me, this is just too toxic, all right? So what I would do as a lockdown, I would make my lockdown build where I do not need to specialize in defense. I will go elsewhere. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that do not, listen, defense is the hardest one. The easiest ones are going to be finishing. Playmaking, again, it's just assists. Again, as you can see, that's going to be an easy one. Rebounding is another one that's going to be easy. So if you're a big center, right, go ahead and specialize in that. Make your build to where 2 cap breakers you will get from your specialization, and then put those elsewhere, right? But this is very important to make sure that you specialize in a category that makes sense. If you do defense, you might play all year and never touch the specialization of that. Finishing is easy. Shooting is also easy. As you can see, it's just a lot of shots being hit. So again, that's easy. Right? Playmaking is easy, rebounds easy, but defense, dog, with the steals and blocks and how its defense is just really nerfed. And, you know, if you're not a center, right, a center has to then get 3 blocks a game and a steal. And then you can say, well, I can do my career and try to cheese it. You could, but I mean, like, it's just difficult, right? So just keep that in mind, all right? That is going to be important. So the first thing you want to realize when you're making your build specialization is this. But then there's another caveat to this, okay? And the other caveat is that once you hit level 40 and you get cap breakers, we now know that cap breakers are not all the same. Okay, so as you see here, my post control is 27. I get 14 all the way through. On my defense, it's just 111. So people are now finding out that you can do some crazy stuff with your cap breakers. And again, I'm just going to switch over to my other build, and I'm about to swap out, and you're going to see I initially made my Giannis build with no 3-point shot, just a 53, okay? When I ended up getting my first cap breaker, it blew me away when I realized, as you can see here, 9 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 3, I'm able to get an 83 ball with this build, right? An 83 ball. Just let that sink in. 83 ball, and I literally only have a 53. I did not even put in consideration. I thought it would be, I would never have a 3-point shot with this build. Now, I will have one by using my cap breakers. So what you're gonna have to do is, again, you're not going to be able to see this unless you finish your season pass. You have to actually have cap breakers unlocked. As you see, I bought it all the way through, so this is the reason why I have that. But as you can see, you get the cap breaker there, and then you will be able to go ahead and take a look at all the cap breakers and what their weight is. So as I back out, I'm going to go into the builder and I'm going to show you how crazy this can get. All right, so I just want to quickly just try to make a little build real quick, right? I'm just not going to do anything crazy here. I'm just gonna make a little build. All right, go 90 on the driving dunk here. All right, and then let's go, can we drop this down a little bit? Let's go 80 here. Nothing too crazy, right? I'm not gonna do anything like out of the ordinary with this build, right? I'm just gonna keep it simple. And I just want to show you how some of these cap breakers can just go crazy. All right, and again, this is not no build to scale. This is not no build to make. It's just a build I'm just, you know, trying to get right for y'all real quick. All right, boom, go here. All right, let's get that 3 ball up. All right, boom. All right, there we go. All right, check this out. This is a 6'4" build. All right, and as I'm gonna load into the park, sure. All right, I'm gonna load into the park, and then what you're gonna see here is this is how I'm gonna start making my builds. Like I'm gonna load in, make a build real quick, and then I'm gonna go in and take a look. So then I'm gonna come over here to progressions, attributes, and then I'm gonna hit cap breaker, right? And then as you can see here, my driving dunk is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 all the way through, right? Nothing crazy, okay? But watch when I make an adjustment and how it's ended up being, I can end up getting way much more out of this driving dunk all of a sudden just by making a few adjustments. So just by looking at this, you can see here, your still is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. You wouldn't know that. So that's 85, 80, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This could be a 95 still. It's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 all the way through, right? You come over here to your mid-range, it's 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, right? So you're not gonna know exactly what you're gonna get until you load into the park. Now watch this. I'm gonna make another adjustment and watch how much it changes. All right, so now check this out. What I did was I dropped my driving dunk down from an 80 to a 90, right? Then I come back in here, look at my cap breakers, and look at this. Now all of a sudden it's 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, okay? This right here is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So now I get a 94 driving dunk by dropping my driving dunk, and now I can be able to put those attributes elsewhere. So I don't even have to have a 90 driving dunk, right? And put that, get close to 90. I don't even have to touch 90. You know, the closer you get to 90, the more that, you know, your builder, your rating is gonna go up higher. And we all know driving dunk, 3-point shot, these are higher tiered, higher wage shots, right? So by me dropping my driving dunk to an 80, look at my steal now. My steal went 3, 3, 2, 2, 1 instead of 2, 2, 2 all the way across. So you can see that there's gonna be a lot of adjustments. I know this is confusing, but this is what I've been doing. I've been loading into the builder, making a build, coming back out, looking at it. Ooh, I can do this. Let me go back in. So what I realized is that once the builder decides what you are, okay, it's going to help you in the weaker areas. So as you can see, I have a 92 ball handle with an 86 speed with ball. That's why you see the 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, all that stuff, right? And the same thing here. I'm guessing since it picked either 3-point shooting or steal as the other one, but finishing is where you're gonna get the massive boost. So just like in my slasher build, where obviously my shooting was very weak, I was able to get an 83 ball. That's the same type of method you need to use. Figure out where you want to really specialize in, but then be like, hey, I can put my cap breakers in my weak area and still get contact dunks. Okay, so I can still go, let's see, that's 4, that's 87 right here, 88, 89, 90. This right here is 90, 91, 92. So yeah, so you'll basically can get, if you max this all out, use your 5 cap breakers here, that's a 94 driving dunk. Then all you have to do is keep your vert at 80 and you'll be able to get the elite contact dunks. And you know, like you can just work that direction. So just to not to be too long-winded and confusing, what I think you should do, the first thing you should do is say, hey, which one of the specializations I know I can achieve to get these 3 cap breakers, okay? So again, go specialization, but yo, which one of these can I get? And if you decide that, hey, I want to focus on getting my playmaking, make your build to where, again, you are going to know that you're going to get this. So leave 2 cap breakers available for you, right? So if you want, like for instance, in this build here, if I wanted to do that, I'd be like, yo, you know, maybe if I knew I want to get 92 ball handle, but I knew I was going to specialize in that, then maybe I would just drop my ball handle this to 90 because I know that I'm going to get my specialization here and get that 92. All right. Then the second thing you want to do is figure out 2 things. Do you want to use your 5 cap breakers in your top areas, or do you want to use it in your weak area? And for me, I feel like using it in your weak area would just make this a demigod build, because what happens is you're making this build initially thinking that there's no way I'm getting contact dunks because I only get 5 cap breakers, it's 85. But now, as you come back over here and you look at it, not only can you get, you know, an 89 3 ball, which will give you limitless on gold, but then you can get a 94 driving dunk and get elite contact dunks. That is game changing. And I know it's a lot, but if you want to keep yourself restricted onto just making one build, you need to do that. Figure out what you want to specialize in. Make sure those 2 cap breakers are available in that specialization. Then ask yourself, do you want to use your weak area for the cap breakers, or do you want to make your strong area? When I say your strong area, you know, some people will go, you know, 94 on their perimeter defense because they're like, yo, I'm gonna use those other 5 cap breakers to get to 99 still. That is still good, right? But now we have other option of completely upgrading our weakest area on the builder, which to me is game changing. So y'all let me know in the comment section, what do y'all think about this? Is this a W? Is it an L? Again, as I continue to get more information, I will lay this out for you. But remember, if you do not do anything else, that season pass level 40, and again, I know not all y'all gonna have the money to do it, but if the sooner you can get that first cap breaker to be able to read and understand your builder, the least amount of builds you'll have to make that are going to be messed up, because you will know exactly what that build is capable of doing by just opening up that cap breaker menu and knowing what you get. Remember, you do not see this unless you have bought the season pass and or hit level 40 and got that cap breaker. I did this off rip just so you do not have to pay for and understand it, but this is what you're going to be looking at. Not everything is going to be balanced when it comes to the cap breakers. But anyway, other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Dimmy. I'll be back really, really soon on the banger, man. You know, when I say back soon on the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.